Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to the Explain channel and the CareSmart workshop. Today we're sponsored by Verizon. Verizon carries the CareSmart watch for seniors and caregivers, and today you're going to learn all about how the watch works and whether it makes sense for someone in your family. Today also we're going to give away a $250 Amazon gift card, so stay tuned, ask a lot of questions. We will try to get to all of them throughout the chat and post them right on the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and to like the YouTube Live if you are so inclined. Today, I'm thrilled to welcome Zippy Sandler. She is an amazing influencer and friend. I love her story because she was an actress in Broadway and also a restaurateur. And all of a sudden, she moved from New England and New York area and ended up in Florida. So a few years later, she decided to take to the internet and become a blogger. And she's done a phenomenal job with Champagne Living. I mean, what's better than that? Small bubbles. And I'm thrilled to welcome Zippy Sandler to our chat today as your host and moderator. Welcome, Zippy.
Thank you, Monica. Monica, this is so exciting. I have to tell you that I have been wearing this watch for, well, quite a few months now. And I don't know if you're going to show the video or not, but I was not a watch person. I like a luxury watch, Champagne Living, right? So I said, nah, I don't need that. I've got my phone. My phone does everything, right? But I have a very bad habit. I walk around the house looking for my phone, and I walk around the house looking for my glasses, right? I need to have one of these on my glasses. So having the watch on, especially when I run errands, I don't feel like I'm lost if I don't have my phone with me, because I can use it for phone calls. I can use it to text. I set reminders. I can put my grocery list on it. Best of all, I usually get my hair cut in Palm Beach, which is about an hour from me, and I love to shop there. And when I'm at certain locations, I'll send a GPS locator to my husband's phone to tell him where I am, and he calls me and he gives me his list, which is great. I always get the Trader Joe's list. So this has become I was going to say my right hand assistant, but it's on my left hand.
Yeah,
So
well, it can
there
go
you
in either
go.
hand.
Exactly. And now he wants one. He wants mine. He's not getting mine. He's going to get his own.
Yeah, the CareSmart is really so easy. It's no frills, and I think that sometimes technology companies tend to give us a little more than we can handle, right? In fact, I think there's a study that says we only use about 30% of the features in our smartphones. Imagine that. We just use 30% of everything they're capable of. But I love this CareSmart watch because it's simple. It gives you the essential things. And as we're going to hear from your panelists today, multiple uses and multiple ways to integrate it into your life. So I'm going to let you to it. Enjoy this show. And thank you again for helping us host this CareSmart chat today.
I'm so excited. And don't forget, everyone, there's a $250 gift card. So keep on commenting, because someone's going to win one at the end of the show. You do not want to miss out on that, because that would be great to spend on a CareSmart watch for yourself or for a family member. So I want to take a little bit of time to introduce our next guest. And we've got Sandy McKenna coming on, and she's also in Florida. She's from Tampa. I'm on the other coast, so I don't get to see her very often. We used to travel together. She is a travel blogger. I was a travel blogger. So it's kind of nice to connect virtually during these times. And I guess we can bring her on.
Hey,
Hi, I miss you.
I miss you too. How are you?
Good. It's crazy times. We don't get to travel together anymore.
I know we get to travel nowhere, actually.
Exactly. But this kind of makes up for it.
It does.
So let's talk about the watch a bit. I understand that you're using the watch yourself, correct?
I
Or
am
you're getting
not.
it gifted.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gifted it to my aunt. She's 81 years old.
Oh,
She's spry, she's independent, but I'm a worrier. So for me, giving her the watch is my peace of mind. If she comes to visit, it has a GPS. Well, it has a
right.
GPS feature, and if she comes to my house or she's out shopping, and I want to know when she gets home, I follow. I follow along. So for me, it's a peace of mind. So that is like for anyone that has somebody in their life, no matter how old they are, if you want to not worry about them and how they're getting to and from. It's the most amazing feature.
So I have a question because I have a 68-year-old husband who I had mentioned to previously does not know how to turn on a computer. He does know how to use his iPod to listen to music. It's the only technical thing he knows how to do. Your aunt is 81 years old. How is she adapted to it? Did she have difficulty learning how to use it?
It's pretty well plug and play. I mean, and I think anybody who you don't really need any experience on a computer or the internet. It's really self-explanatory. You plug it in. The directions are large. You can read the directions, and it works right away. We did have one funny incident. I think I had mentioned it to you at one point where I texted her. We were practicing. She was home and I was home, and I was texting her, and I'm like, "Well, how are you? How's it going?" And she responds, "I don't feel well." Well, within 30 seconds, me, the nervous Nelly, I'm on the phone. I'm like, "What's the matter? What's going on?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "You just texted me from your phone that you don't feel well." And she said, I don't know, she hit something wrong or did something wrong. But I thought, oh my God, she's laying on the floor. I can't get up. It's like, so it's also another thing. Like with instantaneously, you can get a message to somebody if you need to, or
That
receive one.
that's amazing. So
Yeah.
she has no problem maneuvering the watch, swiping,
No,
or
and the other thing that she comments on is the band. You can put it on with one hand, and it's
I can.
comfortable. Yeah, and so she loves that. Is probably her favorite feature because whenever she had a watch where you had to put it through the whole nonsense. Anyway, she loves that feature of it. It's easy peasy.
Sometimes it's the simpler things,
Yeah, yeah,
that you don't realize can be difficult for people.
exactly.
So since she's been using it, do you know what features she, or even you, what feature do you find that you're using most with her?
I think that probably the GPS. That's what I find. I love the GPS because then I don't have to worry. But she loves that it tracks her steps. She started walking at the beginning of the year, and to get out of the house and to do something. And up until that, it was just a walk. But now it's like inspiration because every day it's like, how many steps did I get? Let me see if I can push myself a little further. And at 81, she looks better than she's ever looked. And so she loves that part of it is, being able to track her steps.
Well, that's very motivating, actually. Okay, New Year's resolution: tracking the steps, because during the pandemic, the only thing I've been tracking is the food into the mouth.
Yeah.
So, I have a question for you because I'm sure you helped her set up the watch. I know that you're extremely tech savvy. You have me beat by a mile. Okay, what did you find that was surprising about the CareSmart watch because it was geared to seniors?
Yeah, I think just that it's so simple that and simple to use. You just swipe, and that's you just swipe to the left, and it has a whole new meaning to swipe to the left.
It does. And I don't even know. I'm so old. I don't know if it's supposed to be left or right, but
Well, whatever.
I get it.
Yeah, but so it's very simple. It's simple and it's got icons, and the watch face is large for the watch. Let's not forget it's a watch, and a lot of seniors really appreciate having a watch and wearing a watch.
I don't know if you can see
And
it.
you can
Not too
change the
far.
watch face to 2 different colors. She wears a lot of
Yes.
black. She's very elegant. So she uses the black face on the watch.
That's awesome. So I have one just fun question.
All
If
right.
you were going to play Secret Santa, who would you gift the watch to?
Oh, geez, I don't know. I think the one thing I thought about is, if Grandma would have had a CareSmart watch last year, she may not have gotten run over by the reindeer.
Oh my
And if she
God.
did, she could have got a hold of us right away. But on a serious thought, I think, anybody in a nursing home right now who's isolated, it would be an amazing gift because it would give them a sense of security of being able to get in contact with 10 people in their life that are important, and they might not feel so isolated. The same thing even with a senior that's living independently. I mean, that would be a great gift for them. And, hey, Santa, let's give one to Santa so we can track his route.
Oh my God. That would be so cool. We could track Santa as he flies from house to house.
Yes,
Okay.
I won't be surprised if we see him sporting one.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Sandy.
Thank you, Zippy. Happy
and
holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you. I hope I get to see you at some point in 2021.
I hope so.
Again. Okay. Before we bring on our second panelist, I believe we've got a quick video to give you a taste of just what this amazing watch can do.
Warming in the oven. Now I need to set the timer. This is my old one that I used to carry around in my pocket, but now I can set it all on my CareSmart watch. So I go to turn it on. I scroll past contacts, go to gadgets, and the gadget I want is the timer. So I'm going to set my watch for 45 minutes. So here we go. Right there. And I push this little triangle and you can see that the seconds are ticking off.
Welcome back, everyone. I know I want some of that plate of spaghetti. I don't know about you. I could just go for it right now. So I wanted to bring in our second guest. This is Deb Thompson. She's coming to us all the way from Detroit. I'm in Florida. I'm assuming it's a lot colder there.
It's a little colder, yeah.
than it is here. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Haven't seen you in forever.
Again, pandemic. But this is an incredible way to connect.
It is. I love it. I love it. This is great.
So, you were telling me a little bit earlier about how you're using the CareSmart watch, and it's you're using it as a caregiver, which I think is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Can you tell me a little bit about how?
Sure. I would love to. So originally, kind of a long story, but I was caregiver for my mom and dad for quite a while, and they are doing a little better. So somebody else has taken over their care. And I had a little break, and then my sister was in an accident where she was hit by a car when she was out for a walk. And so damaged the whole left side of her body. So she needed full-time help. So I moved in with her during the week. I'm home on weekends, all that craziness. Anyways, when you have somebody like that you're caring for, there are a multitude of things you need to keep track of. I'm not maybe the most organized person, I'll admit it, but I can go to my watch. I wear it every day, and I can add when her medicine she needs to have, when she needs to go to the doctor's appointments, if we need to call for extra transport to get to, because she's in a wheelchair. So getting to those medical appointments, it has been a lifesaver. And I love that it dings and it yells at me. It's like, hey, it's time to do something. Look and see what it is. So that has been wonderful for that. And I know we just watched that really cool video with the cooking. I use it for that.
Do you?
So I do, because I put stuff on the stove and I know it has to cook, let's say 15 minutes. I can set the timer. I go help her with anything she needs. I might get distracted. We might start watching a TV show. I'm not going to lie. It's not all work, work, work. And then the CareSmart reminds me to go back and get dinner before it burns. So
that's amazing.
Great. I know.
So I'm really excited about how a caregiver can use this, because that's just amazing. No one before this would have thought that you could use a smartwatch.
I know.
For something like that. On either end, I know that you're using it to keep track of her, but also there are people who, because it's so easy to use for seniors, because it was designed for seniors, that it gives the family some peace of mind.
Absolutely.
I just love. So how, as a caregiver, how do you think this has helped you the most?
Well, it's definitely in a couple of ways. So it definitely keeps us on task with her care, with what she needs and what I need to be providing for her. Additionally, because she lives an hour and a half away from my home. So when I leave here on Friday night, I drive an hour and a half north through some pretty rural area. It's winter here in Michigan now. It has now turned to snow and ice. And the last time I drove home, it took an additional hour because the roads were so bad and it was storming. There was a blizzard. So here's the thing. We don't often think about this, and it's kind of gruesome a little bit, not too bad. But if I was in an accident traveling between our homes, my phone is most likely going to get tossed around the car and I may not find it. My watch, I can call right from here. I can send, like you mentioned earlier, my location to my husband and be like, send a tow truck. And if I'm just a terrible chance that I was unconscious and he knows that I've left and should be home, he can go to the app on his phone and he can see where I'm at, because the watch is GPS enabled, so he can find me. And I think that just brings great peace of mind that I'm going to be okay getting back and forth between houses. I'm going to be able to take care of Dee. The CareSmart watch can take care of me. That's kind of how I look at it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I know you and I don't think of myself as a senior. Sorry, I don't.
No.
And I know you do. I mean, I still have the mind of a 15-year-old somewhere. But there are things that we forget, that there are just certain things with I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there.
Yep.
The memory starts going. I mean, looking all over the house for a half hour for the glasses. It's okay. They're clear. That's what I say.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But I do. You start things. You don't. You forget what you started. It is so nice to have that. I was thinking about, even in like assisted, not necessarily assisted living, but in like communities that are older, where seniors like to check up on each other. That would be a great way to. Wouldn't that be incredible?
That would be great. That'd be great. Well, I know you asked Sandy earlier who she would want to gift one to.
So I was going to ask you that.
So
Secret Santa.
I do, yeah. And I really want to plan to do this and get to the store and make this happen. But my father-in-law is in his late 80s and he lives by himself. And he lives 2.5 hours from where I live. But he has a cottage just about a half hour from our house. So he makes that drive by himself. He's like 87. By himself, he'll drive the 2 hours. And then he is so active and likes to do so many little tasks around the cottage that last summer I caught him climbing a ladder and getting on the roof at 80. And I was like, sir, like,
Oh my
you're going to give
goodness.
me a heart attack, because seriously, he thinks, and like all of us as we get older, we think we're much younger than we are. So, and I was
Right.
like, you need to watch.
Guilty.
If he falls, something happens at the cottage. There's not a lot of people there. He can just push the button and have it emergency call me, and I can go. You know? I'm telling you right now,
Deb on the go.
it is money well spent. Like, this is such a minor investment for that peace of mind. Like, done.
And the best thing is right now, they're
Mhm.
buy one, get one.
I know.
So
right?
if you have 2 grandparents, you can buy, for the price of one, you can buy 2 of
I
them.
love it.
And here's
Yeah.
the deal. They're only $149.
I know.
If I think of the other branded
Mhm.
smartwatches,
Yeah.
I mean, this is nothing.
Nothing.
It's nothing. So you break that down, it's $75 a watch if you're buying 2 of
Right.
them.
And it's
And
only $10 a month, right? If you're Verizon.
it's $10 a month if you're if you
That's
have
right.
a Verizon phone. But you don't have to. The beauty of the
No.
watches is it has its own phone number,
I
so it's
love
not attached to your
Mhm.
mobile phone. It actually works independently. And if you're not on the Verizon plan, it's only $15 a month. What
cheap.
phone
Peace
can you
of
have?
mind.
It's unbelievable.
Mhm.
So it's like it's the perfect size for a stocking
is.
stuffer.
It is.
I was
I love
thinking
that.
like stocking stuffer,
Yeah.
stocking stuffer. 8 days of Hanukkah. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the 8 people in my life that
I
are
love
all
it.
like me.
I love that. Well, for my father-in-law, especially, he gets frustrated with his cell phone, and he has a pretty basic standard cell phone, and he gets so frustrated with it. It's so easy. It's so easy to use. Like, he can just
Absolutely.
swipe and call. And because it only holds 10 contacts, which is another feature that I simply adore, only 10 people can call me. My introverted self loves that.
When I first heard that, Deb, I was thinking only 10 people. And then I thought, I call my husband,
Uh-huh.
I call my son, I may call my daughter-in-law,
Mhm.
and I call my best friend.
Yep.
I only need 4 contacts. That's it.
That's it.
So you don't realize that that's all you normally call,
I know.
and especially seniors. I mean, it's mostly family members and best friends. I mean,
That's
the
it.
circle starts to get a little smaller as you
Mhm.
age.
It does. It does. But how
So-
great. And that's the only people that can call the watch as well. So I don't have
Right.
to worry that he's getting spam calls.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
your car warranty is up. So the best thing is, so you as the caregiver don't even have to have Verizon to
Right.
manage the watch.
Mhm.
I actually, I'm going to show you where I am. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
There's an app.
Love
For that. I'm going to go back to, let me go to, the little CareSmart, which is
Yep.
right
see
over
it.
there.
Mhm.
I'm going to poke it, and it actually is showing my location. It's showing how little steps I did today, 1,044, and that's probably about 10 times more than I normally do sitting in front of the computer. And the other thing is I find, and no one has called me.
Oh, that's sad.
Is it sad? It's very sad. And I also find that the battery lasts a really long time.
Mhm. I get like 2 days out of it.
I do
for a
too,
recharge.
which is amazing because that's the other thing when you get forgetful.
Mhm.
But it also alerts you when
Yes.
it needs.
I love that.
So you don't ever have to worry about it not being charged. I find
Right.
that the alerts are just amazing.
Mhm. I love
So I actually have a question that I wasn't planning to ask, but
Okay.
for your New Year's resolution, what's your New Year's resolution? Because mine is to start exercising more. So
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
there.
So I don't really like to say resolutions as much as I like to create some new life goals.
I like that better because
It
you
makes
don't.
it sound a little more like I will actually stick to it. As always, getting more fit is always number one on my list. Eating
Yeah.
better, taking more steps, which is one difficult when there's a pandemic to eat better because we all just want to eat the carbs.
Well, that's what we all are. This one is eating the carbs.
And drink the
I
water.
want that spaghetti from that video. That's all.
And it's hard in the winter here to take all those steps that we need to take, but I need to just bundle up and get outside and suck it up and walk in the cold.
I have no excuse.
Yeah.
I'm in Florida. I mean, we get a rainy day now and then. I'm still sitting
It
here.
gets cold. It gets cold.
Oh, it was 40 degrees, 40 something this morning. Yes, it's very, and I'm in South Florida, but it does get cold. But that's no excuse. But I can say, and it's not just that it tracks your steps, but I could set a reminder like, get your butt out of the chair. I can have it come up and say, get your butt out of the chair now.
Mine is set for 10:30 every day, 10:30 and 2 to buzz, and it says "Get up and move," like yells at me twice a day. Yeah,
that's perfect.
Otherwise, I get too distracted.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much. You know, so I just want to drive it home again that for $150, you get 2 of them because it's buy one, get one. But there's also a deal on the service.
Yes.
So it's only $6.24 a month.
What?
That's like nothing. That's less than Sirius XM radio in your car.
That's a coffee.
On the deal when they try to get you back.
Right. It's a coffee. Let's admit it. That's a coffee.
That's a Starbucks. That's not a grande. That's a tall.
Amen, girl. Yes, it is.
So
I love that. That's amazing price.
That's incredible. So you can do it $6.24 a month, and so I'm trying to think. I have to get one for my husband. Mm-hmm. I think I might get one from his sister too because she doesn't have one. That would be my buy one get one. So I get to announce. You want to stay with me? I get to announce. You just won a $250 Amazon gift card. I get so excited.
Oh my God. I love giving away money.
Okay. Oh, and I have a correction. The $6.24 a month is actually if you want to pay the watch out. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to be clear about that. So I am very excited. The winner of the Amazon gift card is, and I have to read it on the screen. I'm going to put my glasses on, you guys. You get glare, so I don't usually do it. It's Jennifer XOXO. It's a $250 gift card. $250. I mean, that's the ultimate Christmas gift. Shopping spree.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Buy yourself something awesome, girl.
Thank you again. And I want to thank you to Verizon, Deb, Sandy, and don't forget to click the link to check out the CareSmart because you still have time to get it for the holiday gift. That's the beauty of being able to get a Verizon gift is it's there. Mm-hmm. Boom, order. There, send it to them. Done. So happy holidays.
Thanks, you too. Happy holidays, everyone. Bye.
Enjoy.